we did an activity with some pom-poms.
Oh yeah. Oh, the bunnies.
The bunnies. So what was the point of doing the bunnies? Why did we count the pom-poms?
Allele frequency.
Allele frequency. So what did the pom-poms count as, PJ?
Hair bunnies and no hair bunnies.
Okay, so that's what they stood for, but they were?
Alleles?
Alleles, exactly. So how many alleles do we need for one individual?
2.
They always come in pairs, right? So what did we notice about the allele frequency for the hairy bunnies? Did it change? I'm sorry, the number of alleles. The number of alleles, did it change? But did the frequency change? This is some math stuff. So the number of alleles didn't change. Stayed at 50, right? But did the total alleles change? Were you putting stuff in the graveyard?
Yes.
Did that change your total number of alleles?
Yes.
So then did your allele frequency change? Yes. Do we remember, this is a hard one. I'm going to ask Amada. Do we know how to find allele frequency? So it's shown as like a math word. What was that? Okay, so we graphed it, that's right. And did we graph whole numbers or did we graph decimals? So decimals are also fractions. So fractions are parts of a, I know this is math when you're in bio, they're parts of a whole, he says. So when we find allele frequency, what are we doing, Amada? What are we comparing? What's one of them? The number of, okay, so we're using the total, so that's going to be the bottom of our fraction. This is just a review for your test. This isn't on a stationary. So we have our fraction. And Amado says the total. Total number of what? The total number of, starts with an A, our pom-poms of our alleles. So if we're finding a part of a whole, what's going to go on the top? If we have blue pom-poms and white pom-poms, and we're comparing it to the total, do we remember? We did it for both. We did it for big F. We did it for little f. So 50 could be the number. So what does 50 stand for? Number of blue alleles. So number of big F alleles compared to the total number of alleles. That's the allele frequency for big F. And what would you do for little f? Number of little f alleles compared to the total. That's allele frequency. You're just always comparing it to the total. Does that kind of make sense? Might be a question on your test. Might want to write this down somewhere. Might be. I'm not sure. So that was 17.1. That was our bunnies. Then we moved on to 17.2. We put a little chart in our notes. Do we remember what was on that chart? Does anyone have their 17.2 Cornell notes?
I do.
Who said I do?
Wait, hold on.
Matt. What's on your 17.2 Cornell notes? What's your chart look like?
Alright. Okay, so I made a different chart.
Hold it up. Let me see.
Tiny. Can't really see.
No, I can't see that.
Bring it up.
Okay, Tara's got a big one. Let me see.
Big one.
Is this 7? I think this is 17.3, right? Okay. So what's on your chart, Matt? What were we talking about 17.2? Types of?
Types of
Oh, God. It's like types of selection, right? So we drew a bunch of graphs. We understand that. We went. What activity did we do to understand the types of selection? It was a real quick one. You guys went and counted some colors.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I'm getting a review.
What was that? That's what I'm passing out, but I'm just talking while I'm passing it out. So yesterday we had baggies. We went through 6 sets, and then we looked at the graphs on the board. We counted all of our colors, and we decided how it went from what kind of distribution? What does a bell curve look like? What kind of distribution is that?
Stabilizing.
Okay, kind of looks like stabilizing, but stabilizing is more extreme. But we're going from a normal distribution. And then the selection's acting on it, right? So you're going to see that in your review. Kind of coming back to you. I know this chapter was kind of split up. So you have the station review. There's 6 stations. So what we're going to do, because we're in the bump out room, is we're just going to pass the stations in a circle. So they're all chunked together. And we'll time you guys. And then when you're done, you'll just pass it back. So I think what we'll do is we'll chunk tables. So Lee and Mayana, you're going to turn around and you're going to work with Yvonne and Solomon. And that'll be 1 station. So we'll start with station 1. And you 3 will start with station 2. You 3 can start with station 4. Station 5. Let's put you 5 together, I'm sorry. Station 3. 1, 2. Or PJ, you can slide over 2. So we have sets of 4. Sorry, I know you're excited. So 1.
You're just in order.
2. 3. Does this make sense? So far you know where you're going? Station 3.
Station 2, right here.
Station 3 with Matt and Jonathan. Now listen. Station 4. And we'll start with station 5, and then we'll throw station 6 in there. So you're just rotating. So you guys are going to turn around. We should all be working together, right? You guys will turn around this way and go together. If you have a question, who should you ask first? BioBusters. If you have a question, who should you be talking to? People in your group. All right. Station 1. Station 2. There you go. Station 3. We're working together, right?
Guys, we're working together.
Station 4.
Wait, how'd you know that?
Station 5. I like this. You moved all your stuff over. Station 5.
You're lost.
I like the teachers.
Oh, it's all just So Tim's looking at so that is
I didn't learn about time. I didn't learn about it.
Wow, good.
stabilizing.
Make sure we're working together, though. Sharing your answers. We can just gauge and see where they are, because the stations are, like, some of them are only 3 questions. Easy, right? We get this.
Focus.
Stabilizing.
Station 6.
So this is what we talked about yesterday, right? Our reproductive. Perfect.
Random change in the yeah.
So why do we think this is stabilizing? What does stabilizing look like? Someone said it at the beginning. They said stabilizing looks almost like a normal curve. So this is your normal curve, right? This is what you start with. What's the change from your normal curve? It goes down where? In the center. So what did we say yesterday on our chart? That went down in the center and you have your end extremes having higher fitness? Desiree, do you remember? Did you take notes yesterday? So the end extremes had higher fitness. Is it stabilizing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do we have our notes? Whose notes is
Shot piece.
Are those your outlines? So it should be in 17-2? So Giselle says, right. Here. Let's look at this chart. So.
No.
Oh, no. You did? I would take out some of those. You have the notes? 17-2, I believe. Because this is for you for your test.
I've never built less than
No, those are types of isolation. And yeah, so you see how Lewis drew his picture? Which one has lower fitness in the middle and higher fitness on the end?
Isn't that where you spend all the stress on things?
You're like 9 o'clock.
Okay, if you guys are done, put your stuff back in your envelope if you have an envelope. Are we done? All right, so we're cleaning up. If we're done, put one hand in the air. Who's done? Matt, is your group done?
We're done.
This group's done? So we have a few people that need some more time.
Well, I had 15 left. I finished with 75.
What's that about that?
It's still more like
Just a couple more steps.
no.
Well, this one's like, that's next door.
Which straight is the eye?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. There you go.
All right, station 2.
Yes, is that what it's saying, Joseph?
So we're looking into graphs, right? Figured it out? So this one's the same thing. This is the normal curve, right? So what's going down? Where's the fitness going down?
I didn't even read the question.
In the center, right? So, which one is it? It's rectum. Perfect. You didn't have any direction? No arrows used? You sure? Each one should be used once.
No, you said single feature.
No, look at the key. We talking about it together? Sarah, you contributing? Yes. Sarah, you got everything?
You're just guessing.
All right. There you are. There you are. Do you guys have your post-its? So this is going to be station 4.
This one is single.
Number 12 is
He just a time travel. He just said, I was like,
So how are we feeling about tomorrow's test?
we'll know this and then.
remember getting like a 2
So doing it in class is different than studying it at home. So what are you going to do tonight with your Cornell notes?
I'm gonna finish my part on this. I'm gonna do my summary.
And you're going to highlight. Everyone missed the highlight.
No, because on my one part on those, like I did before, like I did exactly the same things I did when I got 70 and I got 100.
Yeah.
Because she's grading them not as hard as Miss Green.
No, I think he's saying the opposite. I
Yeah,
think
when
he's
you
saying I
gave me
graded them
70,
harder. So you can,
Because you should be revising and editing.
so she was easy on you last time, but.
Highlighting is not enough. Highlighting is not enough. You need to revise and edit and make sure your summaries are inclusive.
Well, this is the thing. It has to be in a different color, right? Because if you do them both in pencil, how do I know if you wrote it later? So just make sure, like, if you want to borrow, I have a million purple pens. You want to borrow a purple pen? I'll give it to you. Revise it. All right? You're welcome. We're good? How do we feel about our test?
Okay, that means I got 50. I got
Are we ready to go?
It was so
Are we ready to go over here?
You were like, I know, I looked at your face, you were like, on the back I had the biggest brain, there's cancer. Are you ready to type it
I'll give you guys this
I imagine.
I'm going to make a station 5, right?
Who does? She said a disease, I mean a blood disorder, not a person.
Right?
You can't do it. It's routine. It says could not detect. You can say read the scenarios.
So they just need this one. They're getting on their list. And then this station 4 will go to them.
I'll do it.
Northern Health cells produce genetic variation. It's obvious. 27 is the bottom.
Did your group get station 2 yet? So we'll go a little out of order. You can work on station 2 while we're waiting.
After general population of deaths, it's like that, yeah, you have to read it.
This one's
Oh, yeah, it's right.
No, it's better. Got him.
When I looked at the loser, I figured it was my own nephew's like, what's the district out here?
I don't know. Here, I'll check. Wait. We don't get internet here, but you can reach me out.
Yeah, but I might have
Number 5 is.
It changes everything. Yeah. PJ, you forgot your gym clothes, but you're wearing shorts.
No, they're just in my locker. Like I put them in
Too fast to carry.
And then I just, oh, I just.
The Android version is so probably one side. Not anymore. It was easy. That was easy. I think it's gonna be
Like a bus has to go like 86 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's gonna be sealed.
What happens?
I know.
They all open up.
I got my break club last year.
But then like,
What they do is they set the
no.
Andrew, are we having bio conversation?
We're done.
Okay, so if a lot of you guys are done and we're waiting for the next group to finish so that we can pass them along, if you look on the back of your paper, it says for station 7. What equation is that? We talked about it very briefly.
Oh, we don't know that.
Did I lie to you? I told you you didn't need to know. Do we remember what it's called?
I haven't written down.
Oh, yeah, we had it.
Someone has it in their notes. Alex has it in his outline for 17.3.
Oh, it's right here.
Perfect. So for Hardy-Weinberg, we have this special equation. Excuse me, Blaze's group. For station 7, this is extra credits. If you can figure out station 7 with the information I'm going to put up here, it's extra credit. I would suggest you at least try it. You're not going to be tested on this, but I would definitely give it a try. So we should be talking about Hardy-Weinberg if we're waiting for the next groups. All right? So for Hardy-Weinberg, we're going to have the frequency of your dominant allele A being 40%. How do we show 40% as a decimal?
0.4.
0.4.
I actually didn't
For frequency of our recessive allele, it's going to be 60%. How do we show 60% in a decimal? Someone besides Andrew.
0.6.
Thank you. So this is all you need. This plus your equation from your notes. This is all you need for Hardy-Weinberg. So think about it, talk it over with your group.
Last station number.
Oh,
what?
Probably. Spotted owl living in different colors and
Do we switch?
there's no gene program. I just saw this Death Valley competition. Death
So
Valley.
you need station 5, 6.
Where's the D? The R. There's not even an R in this one. Where's the R? Where's the R?
That is.
Did you make the shortcut we did yesterday?
The Darth Vader puppet in California would be a large lake that dried up at
That is particular installation. That is.
underground space.
What stations do we have left at?
They're all gonna be.
Yeah, they're all gonna be in.
That is.
You crumble it up my paper,
I didn't even touch it.
How do you feel about your money? Good? See a lot of hundreds on tests tomorrow?
Reproductive isolation.
Solomon? I'm gonna be checking for yours. How are your cornell notes going? Miss saw that. We have station 2 over here. Please?
That's reproductive.
I was 25 and I'm throwing.
You're pretty much on this chapter.
And then the first one.
Like you're on
Did we get that station 4?
Caught it.
Oh, is the doors to station 4 yet?
I caught it. So,
Yeah.
hey, I mean, I was, you know, caught it.
Did your group do station 4? Are you just finishing up with that one? 5?
Wait, I wanna try. In many desert areas of the passing tact out.
We need 4 and 5. I can help you with 5.
Aficionado.
Yeah, let's not move on too much. How come we have some partners done and some partners not done? We're supposed to be working together.
He has the answer for him to get the real question.
He reads fast.
And I can't get through.
You can't read.
If you're trying to read Spanish on your face, you feel like
I know, I
Video.
I don't-
What is this? I can't read it.
I don't know if you want to do it.
15 is our behavior.
Oh my gosh, I can't remove that time.
We're gonna have to make some cuts.
Really is.
What are you guys missing?
I think until Friday.
1 and 3. Let me see if I can find one. So in the meantime, yeah, Devlin, you gonna get extra credit? You're just plugging it in. So what you would do is remember your order of operations. So you're gonna do the squared first, right? Separately from this, separately from this. And it should all equal. Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
1 and 3 we're looking for, right? 1 and 3?
Okay.
You're not even on it. You're not even versing me.
What station are you guys working on?
We're not playing it today. You're right.
We're doing
You need 3. So it doesn't have to be. What are you cleaning up to? What are we missing?
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
What are we missing? 4 and 5?
Protection from parasitoids.
Hard. You guys watched the video on that. Remember that binge video yesterday? You did a page one? That's it. How much When you guys are ready for 4, you're gonna talk to Blaze's group.
So larger galls are better at protecting the larva. Birds, on the other hand, favor large galls because they're easier to keep. So larvae that produce a medium-sized ball have a higher fitness.
And then Lewis, can you pass station 1 to Yeah.
The
Devlin,
next 30 seconds.
he's got station 1 for you.
It's so good.
Usually one.
Any great speech or native.
Are we like this?
I feel bad because I'm waiting for
Yeah, you can use a calculator.
We're going.
Done? How was station 4? You need 6? There you go. Is that your last one before your extra credit?
Stabilizing direction.
Did I say genetics spelled with a K? No, that's an IC. Okay.
I used to play Rose or something.
Okay, so we're missing, what are we working on? Sarah, 5. So I need to find you 4. Oh, there you go. You're done. But let's do one at a time because we're working together, right? So everyone on 5, then everyone on 4.
This one is pre-K. That's
Elephant seals have reduced genetic variation probably because humans looked at them nearly to extinction. Simply reduced their
Can't say
population
I
to as 20 individuals.
That doesn't mean any of
Is on
it.
over 30,000. Biologists speculate that they have a reduced genetic variation. That would be a problem.
Oh, that's not one of these.
No.
What did the first one be? What did the first one
The
be?
Afrikaner
Now, you
population
gonna
of
have your test tomorrow? Gonna do your vanilla tonight?
Today, the African population saw that as a reduced population that caused hunting.
Yours were good last chapter. Just the thing that most people missed was the highlight. It was not.
Summer of 1995, we want to
Alright,
I know what it is.
No, no, be back.
We just didn't finish. Because I think that's not a test, right? Or a quiz break.
want it, you
I'll
want
have to ask my friend.
That is.
I know you're not.
You're playing me with the fish accent right now. Plus.
We done? How do we feel about our test? Gonna be a great booster. Gonna start off our new marking period. Get it?
There's a hurricane, but also they colonize. Yeah, there's a hurricane.
So you have a disaster and you have new colonies. So let's read it.
Would this be hurricane on a map? They wrote the high seas were colonizing the Caribbean islands. These few individuals were perhaps the first of their species.
You guys need number 5?
The islands, if they were others, they died out.
That's a tricky one. That's cool. Because there was, well, it's got a disaster.
Only 15 survived the disaster, so that's the largest population that's
Yes.
Did I get the anti-prince?
You know what? I didn't even do it yet. Give me 5 minutes and I'll tell you. But I'm glad you did it.
And I know I got it right because I checked out.
Okay. So I think that whatever you put, I would just put your evidence. And I think you could argue either way, right? Because only 15 survived, so there's an extreme bottleneck. And then they re-colonized. So either way, the gene pool would change dramatically. All right, Andrew, let me do that for you. Are you guys done? So you're going to do the extra credit now?
Just to check one more thing.
Well, when there's no plus in between, what is it? Is there any order of operations for multiplication? Doesn't matter? 2 PQ?
That's why we didn't get it. That's why we didn't copy it.
Are we ready for our new station? Did we do all the stations you're still working on too? You want to go home? Louis, can I sit back here? So you guys still need 5 and 6?